We live right now, the Kenny Mo Show, man. I got my dog, man, the artist, DJ is in the building, man. Introduce yourself to the people, man.
St. Louis, DeJaneiro Jones, DJ, born and raised here, home of G. Phillips, West Side.
Hello, West Side of the building?
That's right.
West Side of the building. I'm a North Side guy, but I fool with the West Side.
Hey man, the West is where it's best.
Where we at right now, though?
Right now we're at 1912 Cherokee.
Yes.
And I'm doing a residency here with the Munzer Brothers Foundation, Arts Foundation.
Hello.
And so what we're experiencing is some of my work that we've just had that I've made within the last year or so.
Beats.
Man, listen, man, this is gonna be a good one, man. I appreciate you.
Hey, man, thanks for having me, man.
I appreciate you taking time.
No, thank you.
I appreciate you taking out the time to have us. And yes, we've been trying to put this together for a while.
Long time coming.
Yeah. We in a beautiful spot, man. Talk to me a little bit. Where we at right now?
Well, we're at 1912 Cherokee. This is the Munzer Brothers Foundation. And I'm doing a little small residency here, trying to
That's hard.
gather a lot of different artists from around, the city.
Yeah.
And trying to, take some nice artwork, possibly down to Miami to Art Basel, and put things in the fast lane. As you know,
putting things in the fast lane.
That's all we want to do.
Yeah.
And that's like the Grammys of the, of the arts.
Of the arts,
so,
man. So for people out there that's listening that don't know what collaborative work is, what is collaborative? You said you collab with somebody. What does that mean when it's got something to do with the arts, man?
Well, collaboration is when you are able to take a little bit from this person and build on it, and we build and build from each other.
Yeah.
And that's what collaborative efforts are about. So what I've been doing is meeting and greeting a lot of different artists. A lot of artists come through here, so it's kind of like a cold call.
Yeah, man.
And I've met maybe 20, 30 artists already since we've been here about 5 or 6 months.
I love when you say artists. My mom, she heard me on the radio. She see me do my thing, and I always say artists. Oh. And she told me I was wrong. Don't be saying artists.
No, don't say that. No.
Shout out to the artists.
No, you don't need that S on there.
You don't
need that S on your chest.
So we got 20 artists that you have just been able to just have come to the hub and see what's going on and what's going down.
People are curious, they want to be a part of something, and I think, we got a nice group of people in the inner circle that, that's definitely support, up and coming artists, seasoned artists.
Yeah.
And, mid-career, I mean, you name it. We got a whole, all types of gamut,
How did you put together where, this is the spot that I want to be? Like, why was this even, we up and down Cherokee right now. It's like an art scene over here like no other in St. Louis. For you, why was this a good spot for you?
Well, for me, I've been, driving down and really coming on Cherokee for years, buying and selling antiques, as you know.
Okay.
So
we're gonna talk about that too.
I noticed how this space was vacant for a few months, and then I came back after I had a show at a place called Wild Fruits in Dutchtown.
Okay.
And I stumbled, down Cherokee again. I was like, oh, it's still on the, still available. So I reached out to the landlord, and come to find out, he's a big art collector.
Wow.
And I just got lucky, man. And he said, I'll take a chance with you. And so we were able to, hang this hanging system that came from Belgium.
Yeah. Talk it, pop it.
Yeah. And,
that's what the young people say. Pop it. Pop it.
So we had this ordered from Belgium, and I was lucky enough to meet some artists that work at City Museum, and they were able to, provide the labor, for it to look like this. So we're steady trying to get the aesthetics right, but
man, this is a beautiful spot. First time I came over, Shout out to Mike Woods.
Yes,
Dream
sir. Yes, sir. The
Builders.
great Mike Wood.
Shout out to Mike Wood and Connect St.
Connect
Louis.
us, yeah.
And I came over and you were having a pop-up where everybody could come by, see what you had going on, and buy some artwork for sure.
Right.
And we talked about the book and stuff. I purchased one of these books for sure.
yes,
you signed that for me. I
Yes.
appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
We got it and all that, and we're gonna talk about that as well. But to just come and when you say trying to get the aesthetics together,
Yeah.
it's just when you come in, it embraces art and our people and aesthetic already. I don't think you gotta overthink it now because it's already there. You give me, when I came in here, I was like, yeah, I gotta get my art game together.
Well, you know,
When I walk in, so.
I wanted to be inspiring. I wanted,
Yes,
you know,
I was very inspired. You got the word down.
So, you know, we wanted to be inspired. You know, and whatever you do, Kenny, you want to do your best at it.
Yeah.
So, you know, and there's no fun in doing nothing half-assed, man.
Yeah,
So, you know, you just, you know, do the work and be about the work.
For sure,
And
man.
so, you know, the proof is in the pudding. You know, so
I wanna, for the people out there, I wanna take it back a little bit. Growing up, was you into art, and how did you start doing art? Like, talk to me about that, man.
well, my trajectory as an artist
Okay.
has been.
See, you pop it. There you
yeah,
go. He
yeah.
popped it.
So I started buying and selling art when I was 18. I'm 50 now.
Okay.
So I was a collector before I was an artist. So I was able to understand the business side of this thing a little bit earlier compared
Got
to
you.
somebody just doing some willy nilly stuff.
Yeah.
So
How did you know, or what gave you the wherewithal? Did I say that right? Wherewithal.
that's good.
All right, cool.
That's valid.
That's what gave you that to know, like, I want to be able to collect art and stuff like that?
I was inspired. I had a good mentor.
Come on with it. There we go.
His name was Dr. William Harrison, and he was the founder of St. Paul Saturdays, Manhood Leadership Development Group. And still,
Shout out.
The group is still in existence, and it's still, spearheaded by Jay Rhodes and a good friend, Keith Turner.
Okay.
And they still meet, every Saturday.
Yeah.
But the mentor of mine was Dr. William Harrison, who was on the board of trustees at the St. Louis Art Museum. So every month or so, we would go into the St. Louis Art Museum to see the latest, art that's coming in.
Got you.
Particularly black artists.
Got you.
So when I got to be an older gentleman, I said, well, I'm just going to return. Yeah, I'm just going to return from what I know to do.
Right.
And so I started buying and selling pieces at estate sales and going to auctions and flipping them, man. And that's how I was able to, amass a nicer collection that allowed me to be the artist that I am now.
That's super dope.
Because I'm self-taught. I didn't go to school for any,
So talk to me a little bit. How did you get into art? Like, was it something that was going on in your life?
What happened was the Katrina happened.
Okay.
So I was
02?
05.
05.
So
05. Okay.
Katrina
Forgive
happened.
me, y'all.
Remember when Kanye West?
Yep. He said
Bush
don't
hate black people.
Yes.
You know?
Yep.
And that's because he had seen how, they was getting those people out there Superdome and all of that kind of stuff.
Right.
So that's when I first started painting, man. And I used to own a clothing store on Goodfellow. And I really got tired of people coming to the store and not buying anything. So I said, I got to find something to do with my time. So I started painting on T-shirts. But prior to that,
Mesquite was out at that time. That's the thing.
I'll tell you a good story about them.
Come on
Good
with
brothers. So before I had the clothing store on Goodfellow in Wabada on the west side,
Okay. Shout out to the West
I
Side.
was part of, and it's still going, Myru Clothing.
Okay.
So that's designed by my cousin Lavelle Jones,
Okay.
and we started that back in '97.
Got you.
So I've always been in and out of fashion.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I've been focusing on the art for the last 20 years.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
So when you as the entrepreneur that you are, you get a store. Why was it important for you to even have a store to be able to start doing your painting and doing your art in the store? Why did you even have a store?
Well, what happened was the store went into a slump because what happened was, the Arabs had started coming into the black neighborhoods and took a lot of money out of circulation.
Facts.
So I got to find something to change with the times.
Yeah, man.
So what happened was I had to reinvent myself. Or as young people say, I had to repivot. I had to
pivot. Yeah.
So and so that's where I'm at now. So I've always wanted to be my own.
Now. It's up now.
I've always wanted to be my own boss.
You ain't gonna just say, yeah, I'm pivoting now. No, it's up. It's up.
What Magic Johnson say? What he say about his deal?
Yeah. Oh, y'all see why I fool with this guy.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, man.
So you in the store, you
in the store doing my thing.
Yes.
Folks coming around, standing around. What you doing? What you got going?
Yeah.
So after
not
a while,
buying nothing.
They wasn't buying nothing.
Uh-huh.
But 2 or 3 people started buying the paintings. And then that's when it started.
Okay.
And I was able to do a piece and get it to Nas at the pageant, 2008.
Got you. How was that experience? How was you able, like, you ain't gonna just skim over there. It's like Hove, it's Jay, and it's Big. Like, how did you get one of your pieces to Nas, man?
Well, Kenny, it's about knowing people, man. Ain't nobody, got to where they at by themselves. You know what I'm saying? So, knowing good people, and a call came to me. And I had a 72 Monte Carlo, and I had
West Side, St. Louis guy. You got the 72 Monte.
72 Monte Carlo, and I had a huge painting, about a 36 by 48 that's over on that wall.
Okay.
And I had it on that back seat and took it up there and had it waiting on him in his dressing room.
Super dope. How was his reaction, man?
His reaction, he was over the moon. I mean, I had in there Ill Will, I had his mother's name, Ann.
Wow.
It was a real personal. It was a real personable piece. Now he had just got married to Khalees.
Yeah, man.
They just built a house out in Malibu. So I mean, it was good. It was a good time when he got that piece.
That's super dope, man.
And then Nas went on to start painting a little bit himself.
You inspired Nas.
Yeah.
I'm going right on that. He inspired Nas to get on there and do his thing. A St. Louis guy, man. Y'all.
And by the way, his last name is Jones.
Your cousin.
Nasir Jones.
Nasir Jones.
Yeah, family.
That's super dope, man. That's super dope.
Yeah.
How would you, I got to ask you this. How would you explain your style of art, man? Because we talking about all the stuff that you do, man, but like, break that down.
I guess my style, would be, I do what is called, I call myself a social abstract artist. I try to pick up on all the stuff that's going on.
I like that.
All the
Say that one more time for the people.
Social abstract artist.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And I try to go for the juggler vein, man. Because if there's ever somebody that needs some help the most, it's definitely our people in terms of education, literacy. I mean, you name it, man.
Yeah.
We need the most help. So my thing is trying to empower and bringing up the people coming behind me, and showing them that the game is not to make no mistakes.
Wow. When you put it like that,
don't.
But you gonna make
nothing
some.
No, it's not nothing.
You gonna make some mistakes though, right?
But some people like to go through the bullshit when they conduct the bullshit.
You ain't even got to do
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
Got you.
Yeah.
That's what you laying down. Okay, I'm walking with you now.
That's-
You saying you laid
That's
down
what
the
we gotta do.
foundation.
That's right. Yeah.
So you don't even have to go through what I
No,
went
you
through.
don't know. There's
Right.
no reason.
That's dope.
No
You're a
reason.
real OG.
There's no reason.
Yeah, that's
no
real
reason,
OG
man.
stuff right there.
Yeah.
Talk to me. A lot of people, they in the arts, right? They are artists. They do their thing. Or it's some business guys. They get the money. They know how to get the money. They do all these different things, but they can't sell art. The artists can't sell their art, and the businessman can't sell art. For you, you've been able to do both.
Like I told you before, I was a business person, Kenny. Listen to me.
First.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Come on, talk to me.
That was my lane.
Yes.
Now, I ain't talking about nobody else's, but I know what I was doing.
Come on.
Yeah. I've always wanted to be my own boss.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted to do things without no constraints and no headaches and nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As we used to say back in the day, ain't no plex.
Yeah. it just ain't.
No.
It just ain't.
No.
And would you say that has made you be able to enjoy it more as well? This journey that you would say with the art.
It gets opportunities open up every day with this, and you never know where your opportunities gonna come from, man.
Yeah.
I'm benefiting from doors that was open, 5-10 years ago in some cases.
Yeah.
And it's about building relationships.
Yeah.
It ain't necessarily about what you're doing when people looking, it's what you're doing when they ain't looking.
When they not looking.
See, that's the test.
How was you able to? Because we in this nice spot, right? Mm-hmm. And like you said, you collabed and stuff. How was you able to get your art to the people? What was the thing as an entrepreneur?
Well, I was fortunate enough to, always be the best advocate for myself. So I would go to different venues.
Fool with you on that.
I would go to different venues and ask them, say, hey, have you considered having some artwork in, your establishment, or have you considered having some artwork on consignment? And then you got 5 or 6 different people you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is produce because they got the outlet and the wherewithal to make it happen.
And the money.
The meat. You got to have that. Ain't no sense you talking about, well, it ain't about money. Well, try to get something done without something and see where that take you. Who gonna do something for you if you ain't got none?
If you ain't got
none. You ain't gonna get nothing done unless you got something.
Right,
So,
right. Ain't
no sense you fooling yourself. What you gonna be, anti yourself?
Right.
That don't make sense. So I'm just fortunate, man, to have had some good people that allowed me to, be myself in terms of, being expressive with my artwork. Yeah. And they say, you know what, there's something about your work that, that we like, and we don't mind paying you for it.
That's dope.
And and to me, that's not working. Yeah. If you get paid to do something that you want to do, it gets better, man.
Do you also feel like they like you as well?
Oh yeah, they definitely buying into you.
Right.
Just like you all coming here. It wouldn't be the same vibe if I wasn't here.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, it's a building and all that, but
it's stuff in here.
We dealing with spirituality.
Man, talk about it, man.
So you get out of life just what you put in, man.
That's super dope. This book right here, right in front of us, man. Explain to me what this is right here for the people.
So this is a documentation of a mural that was done with myself and along with 5 mentees that we did at WashU right at the height of COVID. They didn't even know what COVID was about or anything. Mm-hmm. And it's called The Never Ending Story. I roughly have maybe about 9 copies left.
Okay.
And we're selling them for $125 a copy. Yeah. And
how much?
$125.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And so,
and you published this yourself?
I self-published it out of Indianapolis. I got a publisher in Indianapolis, and Tiara Burton was the editor for it.
Gotcha.
Brock Seals is in here.
Shout out to Brock, man.
Brock the man.
Congratulations on everything
Brock,
he got going on.
And he's finna get married.
Yes, that's what I say. On everything he got going on. Super dope.
And so we had Brock, Danny McGinnis, Roland Burrell.
Sit it all back up. I want them to make sure they can get that.
He had Brock, Seals, Danny McGinnis.
It's pictures of what in this book?
Well, so what it is documented of what we were doing at the mural, and the pictures are taken by Nicholas Coulter.
Okay. And it's pictures of what and where?
Pictures of the underground tunnel it's called the South 40 Underpass, and it's pictures from when we were doing the mural. The before.
And where was this located at?
It's located on Forsyth and Olympian Way, which is right next door to the Francis Field.
Okay.
On the campus.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they could go get that now.
They can get it from. They have to get it directly from me.
Okay.
We only have 9 copies, and I have.
That's super dope. Congratulations on that too,
man.
man.
Thank you.
Congratulations. I know that's major that you get to sell your art as well, and
Harvard,
having something else tangible for people to get, man. Yeah. It's like that entrepreneur spirit that you talked about.
Yes.
That's super dope.
Yes.
That's super dope.
And Harvard, Kenny, was one of the first people to reach out to want to have one of the books in a collection.
Really?
So I'm really waiting to hear from Harvard.
Hear back, because they already reached out.
Hear back. Hear back from Harvard.
How was that feeling, man? When you get those type of phone calls?
Oh man, it's what can you say? I mean,
it is what it is.
what can you say?
Thank you for catching up.
And they paid $200 for that copy.
Got you.
So the book is $200 for institutions, $125 for regular people.
Got you, because you're gonna spread the word in those institutions.
Yeah.
Got you. When you were going through this process and you were doing the book and stuff like that, was the outcome after the fact, when you got done and completed everything, did everything come out like you wanted it to come out?
Well, I haven't did a book on actual defacement. This, like I said,
So
this is before.
something happened
Something happened.
after the fact.
And then I don't have no mural because they completely painted over it.
So
I'd already
wait.
I'd already had an idea to have this book published.
Okay.
Then the defacement happens.
So you did something amazing,
Yeah.
put it in a book,
Yeah.
and then somebody came and
Yes.
messed it up.
Yes.
Wow. How was that, man?
Man, it still messes with me because
Yeah.
we haven't, in my opinion, had proper closure
Right.
in terms of having another commission or anything.
Yeah.
And since then, Kenny, the young man has just been given 2-year probation.
That
and-
did it.
That did it, and he had
Wow.
to pay $8,000 restitution, and
That we might not never get.
and that that went to the university. So
Oh, wow. You don't even
here
get
we
that,
are
man.
still,
Right.
still on Front Street.
Dude, I'm gonna ask you this, man. Do you think in St. Louis the arts get their proper respect, or they just do, man?
No.
Why is that, man?
I guess it's a mindset, man. People rather go to L.A. or New York and show you what they bought from somewhere else, and
Wow.
it's kind of like you're not respected until you leave, outside of your city. I guess it's a psychological thing, I guess.
Yeah. When you're
it
so
just
close
sounds-
to it,
Yeah.
it ain't precious. It's
Yeah.
when you get away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when
And,
you start appreciating. It's
know-
like getting broke up with a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, you broke up with her, now you miss her now.
Yeah.
She was good to me, but you was
grass
cheating
ain't
on
green
her.
on- yeah.
Yeah, you cheating on her the whole time.
Yeah, dog. It's being a dog.
You was being a dog.
Being a dog.
Dirty
Being a
dog.
dog. Dirty dog.
Dirty dog.
Yeah.
Ben, I see you around, and I see you bring up a lot of the young artists and stuff like that. I see that you've got a great relationship with my boy Brooklyn, man. How did you guys connect, and
Brooklyn.
how is it? How is y'all relationship, man?
I've been knowing Brooklyn since the 90s. So
Man, shout out to Brooklyn, man.
man, it's hard to believe we 25 years into 2000.
Deep.
I don't know if you
Deep.
remember, Kenny, but the Y2K scare, man, that was a big thing.
I'm glad you brought that up. Can I tell this story real quick? Quick
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
I was at the lock-in at the Palace.
Wow.
And if that was
North
2000, and I was a youngster, right? And me and my big cousin was at the lock-in. We just was standing there. We was like, man, if all this shut down, man, we right next to each other, man. It is what it is. And the time went on by 12:01, and we sat there and looked at each other like it's 12:01 and laughed, man. I was at the lock-in at that time, man. So I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that.
That was something.
Yeah, in 2000, because I went to high school in 02. I graduated in 06. So that was 3 years. So I was in 6th grade in 2000.
2000.
Yeah. So when you say that, you were saying that if I don't remember.
Dude,
I do
I was
remember.
staying in Central West End in 2000.
Ooh, but ahead of your time, because
Rent 600. West End.
a lot of guys complaining about this 1,200 and this 1,500.
You've been
paying top dollar.
Oh, it's only going up.
You've been paying top dollar though.
Well,
in that area.
That's what you hustle for.
Yeah, that's what you hustle for. So talk to me about how you.
You hustle to elevate yourself.
Yeah, for
I mean,
sure.
I thought that's what you do.
That's what you. You're the only person.
So I've
I know.
always wanted, better, for myself and people around me.
I only see you eat off of. You're the only person I know with a Cartier plate. So I understand when you say it. I understand when you say that. Like I understand. Cartier plate, dish. But how did you bump into Brooklyn? How did you guys?
So
meet?
Brooklyn, getting back to Brooklyn. So Brooklyn had a killer poster shot. I forget the name of it. Brooklyn. On Delmar.
Got you.
Big place.
Yeah.
And Will,
Shout out to
Will
Will.
Humphrey. Me and Will. We
Shout
went
out to Hump. Shout out my dog.
We went to high school together. I ain't talking about Hump. I'm talking about Will Humphrey.
His
Short.
daddy?
No. You don't. I guess you don't know Will.
No, I don't know.
Will's a barber.
Okay.
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 Tapers.
Okay.
Barbershop.
Okay. Shout out to Will.
So Will had a barbershop with Nikki up over the.
Oh, in the loop.
In the Loop,
Shout
yeah.
out to Nikki that used to
Loop
twist
style.
her.
I think it's Loop. Was it
That
Loop
she
style?
used to
Do the
twist her hair
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah,
This
right.
was before or around the time when it became popular because that wasn't a popular thing.
Well, because McCott, who R.I.P. McCott is the one that really set the standard with that.
Got you.
With
Yeah.
that look for St. Louis.
Yeah, man.
And she styled everybody, all the entertainers that come through. Erica
Got
Badu,
you.
all of them come through. So,
Okay.
But yeah, man,
Nikki and the Spy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Brooklyn's been a hell of a stylist for a lot of guys.
Straight up, man.
In the 2000s. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Brooklyn.
I met Brooklyn from our guy when they had the spot on North and South.
That's right. Yeah. Walt.
Walt. Shout out to Walt.
That's the name we look for.
Yeah.
Walt.
Shout out to Walt.
Yeah.
He was my manager and he hired me at Street Legends back in the day.
Yeah.
And then he got his own spot on North and South on Delmore.
Yeah, Ryan was up there, Street Legend.
Yeah. Yep.
right,
Yep.
So that's what crushed my little business. When
they started,
I couldn't
okay.
compete with them $40. I couldn't compete with them $40.
That makes sense. So
Air Force Ones and all that.
when things changed back then, did that get you out of retail?
Well, yeah, because they buying power is much stronger than mine.
So how were you able to stay in this when the art is more expensive too? How did you know when is it time to be like, oh, this needs to go up?
Well, it's the antiques too that that's what I was telling you. I was been buying and selling since I was 18.
Got you.
So
Got
I've always, even if my stuff wasn't selling, don't mean that I'm
I have other
money
stuff
from,
that I can sell.
Right, exactly.
Right.
And you use that to offset, and then you got expenditures and everything, you know what I'm saying, and stuff. And like I say, as time go on, you get more and more educated.
Yeah, man.
You get to holding on to things, and the value of it increases.
Yeah.
And then you decide that to dump it. In a certain time.
D-Hood Beats.
So with Brooklyn and you guys linking, especially with what you guys were doing, shout out my dog Walt, brought him up.
Yeah.
What was one thing that you learned from Brooklyn that you could say you got some game from him on that? And he might not even know that. He gonna see this.
Well, Brooklyn, Brooklyn has always been a guy that, St. Louis is so small.
Yeah.
And again, I was telling you that Brooklyn did a lot of styling, for guys, for a long time, man. And
Yeah.
then he's a hell of an artist in his own right. You know
Super
what I'm saying?
dope.
So I guess one thing that I learned from Mr. Michael.
Yeah. Yeah.
He coming to this town hustling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
he's always been his own man.
You went yesterday as well. You had an event, man. Talk to me a little bit about that. What you had going yesterday?
So yesterday, I'm part of this group show out at Green Door Gallery on Gore. It's at 21 North Gore.
Okay.
And I'm in a group show with about 5 or 6 other artists.
Super
And so
dope.
we had an opening out there, and I have about 7 paintings out there.
And what is the like turnout or what's going on there?
Well, again, going back to being a collaborative person. Man.
Yeah,
just trying to, just
Is that the
trying to
sauce,
work with-
man? We could just go ahead and get to it. Is that the sauce?
I think so.
Collabing with people.
I think that's the sauce. I think that's the wave. I think that's that's where we need to be.
Yeah.
It's strength in numbers. It's all of them things. You know what I'm saying?
What would you say is like your biggest? I know you say you're a collector, right? Mm-hmm. What one piece would you say that you have that's like the most expensive piece you got?
Let's see.
And how much it's worth now? You got to tell us.
Let's see. Let's see. It's safe.
Come on now.
Safe deposit box.
yeah. That piece. Yeah. Tell us about that.
I got a South African cougaran. I don't know if anybody knows about what that is.
And what is that, man?
That's a coin from South Africa.
And how much would you say something like that would be worth right now?
At the time, it's probably worth maybe, probably about $3,000-4,000.
Okay,
that's some
slight.
Yeah,
but you got it put up.
Well,
it go up and down in value or what?
Well, right now, I mean, depending on what's going on with the South African market,
Got you.
Yeah.
But
right now, I mean, but I paid $5 for it.
Oh, okay.
And somebody, sold it to me and didn't know what they had. I mean, so people sleep things. I mean, and then
all the
things
time.
fall in your hand.
Yeah.
And you can have money, instantly sometimes.
So would you call the things that you have like things, or art, or just like
collectibles, investments?
Collectibles,
I mean, tangible assets. I
mean, what would you call that stuff that you have? Because I'm one of those guys. I like things. But I want to make sure it's worth something too.
You want to know about value. And it's about educating yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're doing, you need to educate yourself about it.
Facts.
Or due diligence, for our educated people listening. do your due diligence. Just don't jump in shit and don't know what the hell going on. You know what I'm saying?
So, with you telling me about due diligence, what was for you? What's been your biggest obstacle in this whole thing that you got going on, man?
The biggest obstacle for me is getting people to patronize what I'm doing at a consistent level.
Got you.
So that I can go further than what I'm doing. Now, I'm going to get there without them.
Yeah.
But it'd be nice. We're waiting.
We wait.
No, we're not waiting.
We're waiting on them to catch up.
No. We ain't going to do that.
We ain't waiting.
No. I'm 50. So
I ain't got that much time. I be playing with y'all.
No, I mean, it's possible for me to double up.
Right.
Right. But
right.
It's harvest season.
We just celebrated my great grandmother's 103rd birthday, so you got some time.
I was fortunate enough to meet my great grandmother, man. She was born in 1919.
Yeah.
She couldn't read or write, so I had to handle, her business, at an early age. So I've always been, business minded.
Right.
Because I had no other choice. I couldn't be the kid.
Yeah.
I had time for that shit.
Yeah. I gotta ask you this as well. Any upcoming artists that you like that you want to shout out right now? That like you like what they doing, you like what they've been having going on.
Oh man, what you talking about here locally or
give me both. Give me local and outside.
Right now, locally, I mean, I would like to, still do something with, the people that we did the mural with.
Okay.
So, Brock Seals,
Yeah.
and Roland, and Damon Addison,
Yeah.
and Danny McGinnis,
Yeah.
and Nicholas Coulter, and Tiara Burton, and
Dope.
so many people.
Give me some outside. Give me some outside.
Outside right now would probably be a guy named Derek Forjor.
Yeah.
He's in Memphis.
Okay.
Hot as fish grease.
Yeah. Okay.
Another artist named Hugo McLeod. He does work with plastic. He don't do no painting, all plastic. All plastic that we throw away and stuff. Different colored plastic.
He get it together and put
Get it together and make it look like watercolors.
That's so dope.
It's amazing, man.
Dope. I gotta ask you before we get out of here, man. Like I said, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, man.
Let me pull up,
yes, sir.
man.
Yes, sir.
I asked
anytime
all my bosses, man, because you was certified boss, like OG.
And Hump, getting back to we didn't hit on Hump, but Hump, Hump's been been his own man.
Okay.
Icon, man. He's been.
I got
that's
some
his-
pants on now. That's all I wear.
Got a lot of respect for Hump, man.
Yeah, shout out to Hump.
Yeah.
Short-term goals, long-term goals. I ask all my bosses before we get out of here, too.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
Short-term goal is to be better than it. The short term is to be better than I was yesterday.
That's so dope. That's so dope.
Yeah.
I'm sick of you.
Whether it's
I'm sick of you.
Whether it's 10% or
I'm sick of you.
5%.
I love that.
Be better.
Be better.
Be better. Yeah.
Be better.
Be better.
Long-term goal.
Be better. Long term, have long money.
Long money. Because then you can't, you're unstoppable then.
That's what you need in this world.
Yeah, that's what they want you to have.
I mean, you need it.
You need
Don't you feel inflation?
right. Right now. I put an apple in my pocket the other day. I wanted to buy it, I couldn't afford it.
Look, that painting right there, that's called penny candy.
Right.
I did that painting because there are no black-owned confectionery stores, Kenny.
Right. Right. They go on the quick trip.
I got to paint about stuff that don't exist no more.
Yeah, man. I seen the Nelly with the vocal, man. We got to get Nelly to buy that.
Yeah,
Mo need that.
Mo need to come on in the water. The water's fine.
Water is fine. I want to also ask you before we get out of here, how did you and Mike Woods link? Because shout out to my dog, man. He linked us.
Mike.
We had history before,
Yeah.
but he just highlighted. He put the highlight on there.
Yeah.
Talk to me. How did you and him meet? He said you one of his favorite guys. He said I'm one. And then you.
He.
So we had to, you know what I mean?
I wish I met Mike 15 years ago.
Wow.
In terms of what I'm doing now and what he's doing, and he's doing some hell of a things with the youth.
Yes.
Just a great guy all the way around.
For sure. I second
And
the
very
motion.
knowledgeable. I had no idea until we get into some heavy conversations that Mike actually know what the hell
He talking about.
what's going on.
What's going on? How did you guys link?
What's going on? So we met at how did I meet Mike?
Did he reach out to you or something like that?
No, we was at an event somewhere.
Oh, okay.
I think it was at the Griot. I think I was doing a show at the
Because you just
the
be
Black
doing
Wax
stuff.
Museum.
You be doing stuff.
And he was there. and he was there with his book, promoting his book. I'll Never Kill a Black Man. I think. Is that the title of it?
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yep.
he was there. He was there with that, and then we just hit it off.
Man.
And then we got a mutual friend, Colin.
Yeah.
That gentleman's right there, cousin.
Shout out to
And
Colin.
that's who put us.
That's my dog, man. You coming? Okay. All right. Yeah. He went to McKinney with my am I saying that right? On the south side? McKinney?
McKinley.
McKinley.
Kinley.
He went with my guy brother Dave.
They had a house on Lafayette.
Yeah. And Dave, Big Dave used to get cut by Rink.
Okay.
Chandler, Dave Chandler.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that's super dope.
Yeah. So St. Louis, it's so small, man. It's a one-horse town.
I swear to God, man.
know,
If the
so-
people want to follow you, how can they follow you?
So I'm
man?
on IG under Jones De Janeiro. JONES.
Yeah.
DEJONEIRO.
Man, super dope, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate you again.
Thank
man.
you again, man. Thanks for having me.
The Kenny Mo Show, man. Make sure y'all follow on all social media, IGKENNY_MO. Follow the YouTube channel, The Kenny Mo Show. Follow me on TikTok too, The Kenny Mo Show. And Facebook, Kenny Leonard. KENNYLEONARD. You know, that's like the family joint, the Facebook. You know what I mean? But we all family if y'all pull up. Y'all already know, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Shout out to the sponsors, 112 Studios. Shout out my dog, DJ Super, with the cameras, man. He cold, man. Y'all already know. Y'all know what's going on. The Kenny Mo Show. Appreciate you, fam.
Yeah.